Hi everybody, so gonna be doing a trailer analysis for Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, so very excited for this game to come out. I thought let's just take a look at the trailer. Hopefully I can learn a few more things about the game for this, and hopefully you can learn a few more things about the game for this. So, Nintendo Switch. So, I think the first thing that's important to point out is the Cosmic Year 20X9. So, if you don't know, the Metroid Prime trilogy takes place between Metroid and Metroid 2. Metroid 2 takes place in the year 2095. So this shows us that this takes place at least after Super Metroid, because Super Metroid also takes place in 2095. So we know this takes place after Super Metroid, possibly sometime between Fusion and Dread. My best bet would be between Fusion and Dread, so we'll go with that. Then, Galactic Federation Research Facility. So, see Samus flying in. So the gunship does look quite different from what it did in Prime 3. Got this wee red sort of armour type things equipped to this, and then we've got obviously the main part of the gunship, which kinda looks like Samus's visor, which is actually quite cool. I like that detail. Obviously we have Samus rising through the gunship, and they jumped in. So I love the way that the power suit looks in this. I think this is the Varia suit. The Varia suit looks in this. It looks incredible. I love the sort of whites here, and I love the red here. Oh, it's a great looking. It's a great looking suit. Then we get the HUD. So for the HUD, I don't know if you can see, but we've got the missiles here. So 30 missiles, and there's 30 in total you can launch. I don't know if you can see that from my face cam, but doesn't matter. So the most interesting part of this, I think, is this missile launcher. So in Prime 1, this here was for the visors to swap between. I think it was the same for Prime 2. Prime 3 obviously had the motion control, so it was like you just press the minus button and you aim for whatever visor you want. But interestingly, the missile launchers here indicating that instead of swapping between the beams, we're going to swap between the combos, as in got the missile launcher, like there's the ice burst, I think it was called, the flamethrower for Prime 1, so those would be here instead, and we would swap between them. This also indicates that the beams sort of might stack with each other, similar to Prime 3, instead of Prime 1 and 2's approach of letting you swap between them. So for example, you might start out with a normal sort of beam, but then you would get the ice beam, which would stack, and then the plasma beam, which would stack with the ice beam, and you would get the effects of all three. Get sort of confirmation that the lock-on returns. The next thing, which is the scan visor. So how this person swaps between scanning, we don't know. There's no indication of any sort of scan visor on the HUD, which is unusual. This sort of shows that maybe the scan visor just has its own dedicated button, because it maybe visors as a concept. For example, the X-ray visor aren't returning, so the scan visor's just got its own button, or something. Well, maybe you click just the plus button, like maybe you click the plus button on the controller or the minus button and it just enters scanning. So then we've got, I love the art for these, but we've got alien morphology. Subject is heavily injured. We saw some combat earlier, so we'd assume this guy was injured by some Federation troopers. We also, if we go back, sort of what we actually see the visor mode here. So the visor is obviously back. We see you can scan this thing here, and you can scan this grater here. So scanning does seem like it actually does work very similar, if not the exact same, to the original 3 games. The HUD also shrunk there. If we go back, so the morph ball changed very quickly. I think in the first 2 games it was 1 second it took to change, but in this it seemed quite quick. It was not a full second to change there, which is a good change. I would assume these 3 things up here are just power bombs, which I would assume we're going to lose when we get to the whole losing all your equipment stuff. Then see some fighting done there. If we go back, yeah, we'll get some Federation troopers, get these enemies, the space pirates, some armor. And then this is where we get some more interesting stuff. We get these space pirates, but then we get QLX is here. We get some Metroids with him. So QLX is back, side him with the space pirates, and he's got some Metroids with him. If you don't know, QLX is for Metroid Prime Hunters, which I doubt you've played Metroid Prime Hunters. It's on the DS and it's a first-person shooter. Who's playing a first-person shooter on the DS? We can sort of see him through the visor. He's sort of glowing, or just through the sort of mirror of the visor, which is okay. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Then so this is interesting. We'll let us go this. Okay. Right, so we've got Samus here, then we've got this sort of portal looking thing. So this could indicate the light and dark world is back, but I highly doubt that. So it's possible this is just sort of the passageway between this area. Perhaps elevators are gone and it's just these sort of portals you use to get from, for example, if you're going from Magmoor to Findrana, instead of an elevator, it would just be these portals. Then we get this beautiful shot. We get these birds flying away. 2025. So this area looks interesting. We've got a bridge here, which is interesting. So it seems like the sort of progression of this area might be obviously begin the area there, then you get this sort of entry. This looks like it is an entrance of sort. Then you get this sort of foresty jungle area, which looks really cool. Then this big tree. I'm assuming you will go inside and explore this big tree, because the camera seems very focused on this tree, so it would be surprising if it's not at least somewhat significant. So I would assume you go from here, big tree, bridge, and that's this sort of sub area, or not a sub area but major area of the planet you would explore. The 2025 release date is sad. I was hoping it would come out sometime in October or November, but we're going to have to wait a bit longer to play the game. But who cares, Metroid Prime 4 is finally coming out. The music in this trailer was incredible. Nintendo, so thanks for watching this trailer analysis. I've learned some things. I hope you've learned some things for watching this. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy Metroid Prime 4 when it finally comes out. I'll be making content on it. Get some content for the original trilogy planned, as well as some stuff for 2D Metroid. So, get a lot of Metroid videos planned. This is my first one, so thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy Prime 4, and hope you tune in for the rest of my content on Metroid.